Hey, lovers and leaders fam, welcome, to another time with me, Dr. Sarah. How are you? So in this video, I want to address those of you who have been struggling with changing your mind about something. All right? You've contemplated maybe changing a job. You've contemplated taking on a promotion. You've contemplated doing something different in your marriage. You've contemplated, you know what, I'm going to stop actually in your romantic relationship. I'm going to stop giving the goodies and I'm going to wait till marriage. You've contemplated eating less because you want to have a more healthier body and healthier mind. When you change your mind, let's keep it 100%, it's uncomfortable. All right? It's uncomfortable and there's some risks. What are the risks? Something has to get sacrificed. But even with that sacrifice, always think about what will be the benefit. And I tell you right now, to sustain any change in your life, that benefit needs to be like so big, so wide, so in depth, so deep, to like literally pull your soul and pull your mind to that change. It has to be way beyond you that you will consistently work towards that new state. Now, those of you that want to change your mind about something, or you have changed your mind about something and you're like kind of toggling between two minds. Well, first of all, that's called double-minded. I'm not going to prescribe some of the psychiatrists' diagnosis for that. But those who are toggling between two minds, it's because you don't have conviction in who you are and what you're doing. But let's focus more about who you are. So with my clients, before they make a change, whether it's something in their business, whether it's something in their teams or in their relationships, I would always recommend to them, is to draw out an anatomical figure. If they're a man, draw an anatomical figure of a man. If it's a woman, draw an anatomical figure of a woman. And then I have them literally write down in this sketch all the characteristics of this new person that they have to become to sustain the change. Because many of us have changed. I've changed before, tried to make a change, but it wasn't sustained. Why? Because my inner image of myself did not match the change I wanted. So having that anatomical figure with all the descriptions, all the types of like personality traits, how that person dresses, their tone, their thoughts, their approaches to certain problems, whether it's a minor problem or a complex problem. And this image certainly grows over time on this sketch, All the things about this person is written out. So you constantly look at this image and it has to be so motivating, so exciting, so like, man, I gotta do this because this is gonna change lives kind of thing. This is gonna change my life. This is gonna change my family. It has to pull you in and convince you, and you become so convicted that you have to become this person. Because without the change of the internal image of you, when you make this change, your changes are going to be fruitless. Think about it. Think about the changes you've tried to make, the moves you tried to make. You start excited, maybe a little anxious, just you've done your research, but then you get to this place sometimes of fear or plateau, or you just get bored. Yes, some people truly just get bored of the new change they've made. And the reality is you could do all those works on the outside, but your inner identity hasn't upgraded. It hasn't upgraded the software on the inside. Your mental ability, your inner conversations, your self-talk has not upgraded to the place of that change. And that's what pulls people right back to their default self. So I don't care how many times some guru on some videos telling you to make money, for example, or lose weight, for example, if your inner self has not been rewired to sustain that change, you go right back to default. And that's the thing that many people don't want to submit to, don't want to agree with. And some people don't want to even teach you that. Like I've said to my clients, and I'm telling you all, if you really want that change, you have literally got to die to your old self. If you have to create another anatomical image of all your old self characteristics and put an X on it, expired, 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 then hold the other sketch with all the new characteristics and thinking models and feelings and imagery that this new self has to maintain, sustain, and grow into for that new change. Do it. Do it. We must be successful. We must be successful. Some of you don't even want to change your mind. Oof. But somehow you want other people to change. That's not going to happen. Something's going to change. So you're either going to be the victim of somebody else's change, or you are going to change your environment. Yes, when you change your mind, there is a risk. You may have to move away from an environment, move away from people. Then you go into a new environment and new people. Yeah. There is going to be a feeling of some loss, but I always say, focus on the benefit. What's the benefit of you making that mental shift and you having that new image sketched out? But I'll be honest with you, there's some people that are just lazy. And then they conclude, oh, that method doesn't work. No, you're being lazy. You just don't want to let go of that old image because you know it takes work. Let me put it this way. It took a lot of work. It took a lot of work for you to get to your current image, didn't it? And the way you think and the way you do things, it took a lot of investment, whether you were conscious of it or not conscious of it. It took a lot of investment for those repeated habitual traits that you have. I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to take a lot of investments to undo certain parts of yourself to be able to grasp this new image and personality. Changing your mind is a good thing. You get upgraded in life, upgraded meeting new people. You get upgraded to open your mind to different ideas and wisdom. You may decide to do a degree or two. You may decide to start, a small side business or a big business. When you change your mind, you take on a new personality, and just imagine that personality, where it could go. I would also advise you, when you're changing your mind or when you're about to change your mind, to have in your toolbox other people that have done what you are trying to achieve. Because then having those other personalities and you identifying as much as you can the way they think, not just what they do, but the way they think as well, all right? And what practices they've actually done, all right, as a result of their thought processes. So you can take on that thought process and take on what they're doing as well to add into your toolbox of change. That also helps as well. So you can see that it's actually possible. That you can see that what you want to achieve is not out of your reach. I mean, that person has achieved it. They don't have 3 heads, do they? And the wisest people, they have counselors around them. They have a counselor of somebody who can help them, in some finances. They have counselors in how they dress, okay? Yes. People seek advice as consultants. And that's another thing. When you change your mind, or when you decide to change your mind of a thing, you really need to humble yourself. Oh yeah. You need to be like a little child again, learning again. Because many times, unconsciously or consciously, people carry this prideful spirit because they've been so good at doing something for years. And, that pride, actually stops them from achieving something new because they don't want to be taught again, and they don't want to be the recipient of somebody else teaching them. And that somebody else teaching them could be someone even younger than them. That pride is in the way. Yeah, that's for somebody. That's for somebody. We need to humble ourselves again like a little child. Yes, so you can go through that gate of that new experience, of that new life. Humble yourself. Stay agile in your heart. Stay agile in your thinking. Say to yourself, I don't know everything, so I need to go to who knows this. It's better to leverage people that know what you're trying to do than spending hours on end, days on end, trying to always figure it out and wasting time. And I'm not saying you're going to do exactly as those people that have achieved it, but you can certainly upgrade what they have. That's how businesses usually start. It's either something completely new in the marketplace, or they upgrade on what's already out there, all right, to try and fill in the gap. So yeah, when you change your mind, you must humble yourself. It's risky for some of your personalities out there. That's always like, you always feel like you know everything already. It's risky for your ego. But just imagine what happens when you actually achieve that thing that nobody thought that you could. Just imagine for a moment. They never thought it was going to come from you. Oh, that would feel really great. They were like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Yeah, exactly. They can't believe it because they didn't believe you would be able to achieve that. Yes, believe them when they say it. They can't believe I can't. Really? I can't believe you have such a great relationship. Yes, they can't, because they've seen the mode you've operated in previously. They can't believe you actually humbled yourself. They can't believe you've actually got some counseling. They just can't believe that you've shifted perspective. They can't believe it. It's true, because they never saw it for you. I challenge you today to see for yourself. Because no one is going to bet on you more than you bet on yourself. Point blank. Period. Until next time, let's continue this journey of the shift from the inside out. Don't forget to let me know what you thought about this video in the comment section. And help this video move along by giving me a like, and feel free to subscribe. And I will see you in my next video. Bye and stay blessed.